Ну там соседние есть девочки.
Because, to be absolutely honest, thanks for helping everyone. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless America. Thanks. Thank you very much.
seeing at the kind of the crowds that came, people would come to the venue, but obviously they couldn't get in because there was a bus stop there. And they were kind of celebrating, oh yes, we're going to rent this. And then all of a sudden, it kind of started. This began the movement in the UK, and in 1970, the Gay Liberation Front was the organisation that was set up in the United Kingdom. Now, the Gay Liberation Front was, I suppose, the first activist movement of people coming together that wanted to.
Ну там соседние есть девочки.
Hängen wir immer an den Hängern.
wait. Don't just run away first. I will not chase anyone, but it was my only show here today. So I will be standing here with my little box. Please fill it up. Please don't just run away, seriously. I was risking my life. I was standing on the handlebars and see juggling knives. And hope we have some fun today. Because let's be absolutely honest. Thanks for helping everyone. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless America. Thanks. Thank you very much. That's fine. Thanks everyone. I'll be standing right here. Yes, definitely. Thanks. Dollars, euros, yens. Thank you very much. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thanks everyone. You are amazing. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks everyone. Merci beaucoup. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. And if someone needs to use a card reader, it's here, it works. Just gonna put the pen aside. Thanks everyone for supporting the theater. And if you can join me, I'm promising for that. I'll be sure to put on all day, everyone. I will go back to my old job. So people are about me, you have to jump down. I'll jump up. With my friends. Sometimes I try to do the people are falling up and down here. But don't worry guys, I try to keep you it always works great up there. Alright. This is close enough. Extra place for all the guys.
Where am I going this afternoon? To the quarter.
अरे संदीप भेटली घराचा फक्त फोटो टाकला
It's like. Kijk daar een grote.
Yeah, but I think it's like also just like
and I'll show you how it's done. I'm going to grab the rest of my stuff, and then I'm going to start my last magic
Benjamin
show
said that he was
before I go back to freezing. No, don't worry guys, it's just a joke. I'm not going back to freezing. It's going to be a comedy magic show. What does it mean if you don't find something very funny when it is magic? But first, watch the coin, the first trick, and then we're going to start the show. But like this, I'm not going to build the crowd. Guys, you can feel you watching. If it's crap, you can leave whenever you want. If you watch in the front, I'll show you one quick trick, and then you can start the show. This is the power of the next to watch. That's how you do it. Very, very good.
one on each side, you'll see.
Let me get my camera ready. Oh,
And then, yeah. On va rentrer, je suppose.
Jabba.
think it's either.
Why don't we cross here then?
Yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna do there. I can't really.
Tunja.
I don't.
Prima discussione nel caso vai
Yeah, I think it's either.
Why don't we cross here then?
Yeah, I don't really know what we're gonna do there. I can't really.
Tunja.
I don't. Like, I've got
Prima che stesse nella casa, vai qua,
Okay, so I think I'm ready now. I'm gonna do it. Looks like it's dry down here, so I'm gonna start the show after the clock.
Yeah, we should be. Yeah, nice.
Ja, nee, loop even naar Piccadilly Circus, dat is ook nog geweest.
Vielleicht dürfen das noch fast Geschäft sein, das ist fein. Okay.
Не, нету, больше нет никого. Ну там соседи есть девочки.
Because, let's be absolutely honest, thanks for helping everyone. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. God bless America. Thanks. Thank you very much.